FM.
A new day begins. It's time to shine. A day is made by his grand design. So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Wednesday morning. Worship Wednesday. How are you today? I am great. I'm ready to start this day and get it going. I have been busy this morning. If you don't know, it is our 100th episode of the Rock Hour this weekend. And this weekend is kind of special, kind of weird, kind of a lot of emotions through me anyways. Normally it's Father's Day weekend. I know it's not till next weekend. But normally, all my life growing up, it was my parents' anniversary, Father's Day, and my mom's birthday, all within the day, like one, then off, then one, then on, and one. Okay. So it was always, I would pick on my dad every single year and say, did you not think you were going to have children? And we were going to have this week of doing all this, it was a very costly week, and we would laugh. Well, it's funny that the anniversary of the rock show, which I grew up in rock and roll radio stations, and my dad was a rocker. And then, of course, when you're young, you love the rock music. And then there wasn't really a lot of Christian rock that I liked until recently. And so we started a rock show 100 episodes ago this weekend. So we are going to be doing a 2-hour special, which is great. And I'm so excited and I can't wait to get it done. But I'm in the middle of programming that. And so I have to have a clear brain when I'm coding and programming and stuff. So I came in early this morning and I've been working on that and just blessed. Super excited for that. And it's Worship Wednesday, which is a busy day around here. And I have a luncheon to go to at River Lily, which I have never been to a luncheon there. I've been there for a couple other events. And funny fact, my dad wanted to purchase it at one point, almost purchased it at one point. And I ride by it by the river. My mother-in-law and I used to walk by it. And it was funny, there'd be a wedding going on. And we would sit there on the park bench and watch all the pretty dresses and all that. Just the things that are in the neighborhood that are full circle. It's so funny how you start looking at your life and it's full circle. Things that, when you're young or now it's coming to ways or whatever. It's just funny to look back at life and just see what God is doing. He's always doing something. Yesterday, Jeff came in and took over the airwaves at 7-something in the morning talking about the rock show. So I'm very excited about that. He's going to a big event this week about the rock stuff and all that. So just loving life, loving all the things that are going on, and very thankful to be able to do this life and participate and be part of this community. I love this community. Speaking of this community, next Tuesday is the big food drop, and it's at Calvary Christian Center, brought to you by Daytona Dream Center and Second Harvest Food Bank. I will not be able to be there because my schedule's just booked. I'm just booked, which is a great problem. So if you could volunteer for me, that would be awesome. They need you there at 9 o'clock to volunteer. But if you're in need of food, be there by 11. The line builds up. Starts promptly at 11. It's a drive-through. Now, if you do not have a way to drive through, if you're walking up, it's okay. Find a volunteer, and they will be more than happy to help you until the food runs out. So that's just something near and dear to my heart. I love doing it. I love slinging the food. If you are going to volunteer, make sure you wear comfortable shoes, a hat, some sunscreen. They will have cold drinks, but it does get very hot on that, in the tarmac, whatever you want to call it, concrete. It just gets very, very hot. So, but it is so rewarding to be able to serve our community. Just love doing that. And so that's going on. And what else is going on? I just feel like there's so much stuff going on. Oh, Sandra Hogue will be here at 6:30 this morning. She was the recipient of the Bold Ladies last month. So love to hear about Bold Ladies and her and what she's doing with the finances and different things like that. So I just love, like I said, being part of this community and doing things in this community. We live in a great place, but you need to participate, just looking at it and dreaming through it through social media or whatever. Get out and do it. Sometimes I have to juggle. Sometimes I have to stretch myself a little thin, but you'll have priorities in your life that are very important. One of my priorities is grandchildren. And so if you know me. Tuesday's their lunch. So I will juggle other things and juggle to make sure that I get that little time carved out with those two granddaughters. I would love to do it all 4 granddaughters, but I do get to do it with 2 of the granddaughters, and I look forward to it so much. And we just talk about silly stuff, fun stuff, what they're doing, different things like that, and just thoroughly enjoy it. And then, of course, we talked about family night. If you don't know, it's something that we started at our house. It's called Family Night, and this month is Pizza Night. So thankful that we can all get together and play card games and domino game and Uno and different things like that. And this month we're doing prizes. So it was so cute. The girls were already telling me ideas, and I thought, if they only knew. But they do know their nanny. The nanny probably already had that prize. I know. It was so cute. They were so funny because they wanted to go have ice cream yesterday. And I said, okay, we can do ice cream. That's fine. But we have to eat first. And they looked at me like, really, Nanny? Yes, we really do. We have to have food, and then we can have ice cream. And even though I would have just done the ice cream, I have to be the adult sometimes. And I have to show them that there is things that you need to do as an adult. And then before you know it, school will be starting again. So we'll be school shopping. How did it just end? And I feel like it's just starting. We're helping with 2 different school drives here in town. If you'd like to help with anything, you drop it off in the crate out front. We need school paper and regular paper. And, of course, always pencils and pens and erasers and all the fun stuff, hand sanitizers, all the fun stuff to help the teachers out. We're doing one here in the city of Holly Hill with the police department because, I love the police department. And then we are doing one in Port Orange at the Spread with Josh. And so Josh has his foundation. This is his 4th year. And he does a whole backpack drive down there and does shoes, and they have pizza. And it's just a full fun event. So we will be participating in that also. So very honored that WAPN gets to be part of that. And of course, near and dear to my heart is the Diaper Bank. And that is Junior League's Diaper Bank right here in Volusia County. Such a special place. I never ever knew about it till about 4 or 5 years ago. And what they do, Michelle does an amazing job getting the diapers organized and getting them out there. Well, I had a problem. I was like, what about the wet ones? I know. What about the wet ones? So I've kind of been addicted to doing the wet one part of it. Even 100 packages a quarter is amazing. So that's kind of my goal in my mind is 50 to 100 packages of wet ones every couple months, not even every quarter, every couple months. So thank you for the listeners, for the ministries that drop off their wet ones. I really appreciate it. Of course, you can drop off your diapers also, but I'm just addicted to the wet one part just because I feel like that's just a little added bonus that they're able to do for the Junior League. So shout out to Junior League of Daytona Beach. Shout out to Michelle and all she does with the diapers and the wet ones. And I've got to go serve with her a couple times, and so much fun. We've had huge diaper draws, where we had people drop off all kinds of diapers, and Crystal's office was like full to the ceiling. It seemed like full of diapers, and we would count them and figure them all out. And then we'd have to have a trailer to bring them all. We have done so many amazing, fun things in this town, and just so blessed to be part of this town and getting to do the things. I just joined the Ormond Chamber. Pretty darn excited about that. My family was from Ormond Beach. I'm a Holly Hiller, but my parents lived in Ormond Beach and stuff, and my daughters have businesses there. So I'm so honored to get to join the Ormond Beach Chamber, and let's just meet some people and see what's going on. I love, like I said, part of the neighborhood. And this is a great little town, and we are in the middle of Daytona and Ormond. And so I feel that we need to kind of spread our wings a little bit and be part of everything and working on it. And so thankful. If you have flyers that you would like me to talk about on my morning show, email them over to me at WAPN@WAPN.net. Please don't send them in Messenger on Facebook. It's just too much. If you could just email them, WAPN@WAPN.net. That way I can see them. I don't always get all the messages in Facebook. I don't know why. They get lost in the shuffle. Email is the best, WAPN@WAPN.net. Maybe you're looking for some airtime. You're saying, hey, how do you get on the radio? Super easy. I can literally train you that day. If you are local here in Volusia County, smartest Is that a word, smartest? It's you come in here live because you get all the perks of coming in live. You get the podcast equipment. You're already on YouTube. You're already on Facebook. And then, of course, you're worldwide with technology. And I just love hearing about where you listen from. Thank you so much for the people that have been shouting out and sending me messages and tell me where you're listening from. Blesses my heart. It just blesses my heart. You know, I'm a numbers kind of girl, and I like to have statistics and stuff. I don't get Nelson ratings here on WAPN. It's outrageous, the cost. And I really don't know who Nelson's rating calls because I was that person for many years. I never got called, so I don't know. But I do know there's different ways of finding out numbers. So we're working on some different technology that way so we can see. But love to know. Do you do it on the app? Do you go straight to the website, WAPN.net, and listen? Do you listen at either radio station, in the actual radio, in the actual car? How do you listen? Let me know, and who you listen to, and why you listen to it. Let me know if you are excited about the 2-hour special of The Rock Show. That has been something several of you have talked to me about and asked me about. Hour is great. I'm just getting in it and then it's done. So, you know, we're trying it out. So we need you, the listener, to tune in 6 p.m. It's on every single night, but the special starts Friday night. For the 100th episode here on WAPN, The Rock Show with Trinity Rock Show. And we want to know, are you listening on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night? When are you listening? Of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday also. Do you like the music? They're introducing different artists on it. Do you listen to Loving Kindness right before it on Saturday afternoon? We want to know where, how, who you're listening to. And if you like the second hour, and why do you like the second hour? You know, these are important questions inquiring minds want to know, but we want to help figure out the best for WAPN. You know, I am a praise and worshiper. You know that about me. I love live worship. And so I will not be changing that. Don't worry. I'm not going all rock. I think that we need to have lots of different things for lots of different people. Not everybody dresses the same. Not everybody's at the same walk with life, you know. And so I think it's important to have variety, but I think it's important to have quality variety. So that is something that I work on all the time. And I just appreciate you for reaching out to me and telling me what you like and what you don't like and how you participate with WAPN. And if you'd like to sponsor us, we are a listener-supported station. What that means is the shows that are on the air, like, you know, the different pastors and the prayer line and the different things, that pays the day-to-day bills. That just covers the keep us on the air stuff. The over and above is sponsored by the spots that are on the air, the donations that come in, the different things like that. So maybe you'd like to donate to WAPN. You can stop on by the radio station at 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. And if I'm not here, there's a mail drop. You can put it right through that mail drop, your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, and give right there. But we appreciate everybody that gives to WAPN. Well, let's get our favor on and let's get this day going. And I'll be back live in about 15 minutes with Sandra Hogue. Our favorite for today is you've got to understand this is God's heart. He wants to pour out his goodness in your life. He wants to amaze you with his favor. He amazes me every single day. Every single day. He amazes me with his favor. And I'm so thankful that I have my eyes open and my ears listening for the favor of God every day. It is Worship Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. The weather today, 85 with a low of 74. Madison, 91 with a low of 70. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Aunt Murnell, Mary, Sandra, Shelley, Stephen, Tammy, and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Happy. Today is iced tea day. And I thought this was so silly. It made me giggle. And because I'm going to River Lily for lunch and I am not a tea or coffee drinker, so my husband's like, you can't go to a tea party without drinking tea. And I go, well, I'll be that weirdo that will be drinking water. And he's laughing because how do you drink out of a teacup? And he's just picking on me. And then it's iced tea day. And it just made me giggle this morning. Don't forget the food drop is Tuesday at Calvary Christian Center. We look forward to seeing you there. Y'all have a wonderful